Yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 23. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Mike Purcell able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 81 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Locke. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. And Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform. He won 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35 on second down. Block, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Locke. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On play action, Locke. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. From the 24, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Locke trying again after the pick six. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded at about the 28. The ball comes out, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Locke working out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now left side on the swing pass. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Running right, here's Walker. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Williams, running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 58 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
But he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson, 56 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Still going inside the 20. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Locke to throw. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He hits his target, Lockett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, Williams. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the